Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So on today's project, we're actually going to be working on spray foaming Louie. So Louie is actually our Skoolie. It's basically taking a school bus and changing it to an RV. And we've actually done a lot of work here. So where I left off about 6 to 8 months ago is actually spraying already spray foam in here, but I ran out. I ordered some more. It actually came in pretty quick. However, time got away from me. It's, just a project that just sits in the back of our property. I work on when I can, and just a busy life. In reference to the spray foam, so I checked out a lot of different types of spray foam, and this one was the cheapest, and it actually is pretty easy to do. It is a little bit messy, so you do have to have some play clothes. I do have this old wrinkle shirt, some pants that's already got stains on it, but you will probably need a protective suit. I didn't have one at first, but I did purchase one from Amazon. I think I paid 15 bucks for it. So that's one thing you're going to be needing. So if you want to learn more about Louie, I recommend you go watch a video that I posted right before this one. It actually gives you details exactly what we've actually done on the inside and the outside, and also what we're going to be doing to actual Louie. So I do recommend that. It's a pretty good video, I think. So if you have any questions, just let us know. But let's talk about what we're doing today. So I bought 12 more cans of this spray foam, and 12 cans cost $210. So over time, I did actually do a lot of research in reference to different types of spray foam that I can do in here, because I didn't want to just do the, the pink stuff you put in the house. I wanted something that could both insulate and help with sound, because going down the road in a school bus, it can get pretty noisy from the outside noise. So what I did settle on was SPRAYMAN. It's been pretty good so far. So like I said, I bought 12 cans. I ran out. I ordered some more because I didn't know how to calculate what actually I needed. But actually applying it is really easy. It's not hard, and I'll show you today how to do that. But I paid $210 for 12 cans. So I had to pay another $210 for 12 more cans. So far into this project of spray foam for Louie, only for spray foam, 420 bucks. You'll also need one of these guns, these nozzle guns. So basically you take this, you screw it on top, and then you can spray. And but before you spray, what you need to do is you need to prep. You need to clean your area. So some of the things you're going to be needing to is, of course, your cans of spray foam, your spray gun, this film. Now this film, I actually put it all over the bus where I didn't want the actual spray foam to go. So it does have a lot of overspray that gets on everything. So if you do not want to get any type of this spray foam film on anything, get some plastic, cover it all up. In reference to covering up, I'm just going to be using some Scotch tape. And regarding the Scotch tape, so on this bus it does have these metal ribs as support. I will be putting Scotch tape over all of these ribs in here as well. One thing is, because that's where I'm going to screw it in these slats here along the roof all the way down, and I don't want it to be wavy. I want it to be nice and flat, so I'm going to go ahead and put tape on those ribs to make sure I don't actually get any film on those ribs or spray foam on those ribs. The other thing is, in reference to putting the film up, I just got a pair of scissors so I can cut that plastic real easily instead of tearing it. The other thing is, this great stuff, gaps and cracks, fills up to 1 inch. I went ahead and got some of this. So I do have some big gaps in here that I do need to fill first. And I'm not going to waste this expensive stuff here on just trying to fill a gap that I need to fill in that's maybe 2 inches by 12 inches. So I went ahead and got a couple cans of these. And I'm just going to go and spray those big gaps first. Just go ahead and fill in the areas before I actually start using those cans there. Another thing is the foam cleaner. So here's the gun. This gun was 30 bucks, so not that expensive, but you don't want to waste your money. So what this does is, once you actually use your spray foam, it's all inside here and also all over the gun. So you want to screw this on top, spray it out as much as you can to get all that film on the inside. And then once you're done, it does come with a couple nozzles that you can just use like a spray paint can. You can just spray your gun and wipe it clean. So this cleans your gun, and you'll definitely need that. The thing is these spray nozzles. So the spray nozzles come with 2 per can, and it comes with a vertical spray and also a sealing spray. I just recommend you put one on the gun, spray with it, play with it a little bit, see which one works best for you. Another thing is, each can does come with a pair of gloves, just a cheap pair of gloves. You'll definitely need those to protect your hands. The last thing is, this is what the actual spray cans came in, just a box, an empty box. So what I'm going to be using with this empty box is to put all my trash in. So once I finish one of these cans, just throw it in there, help clean the area so I don't step on anything. Also, all these nozzles, you probably do need to change them out every can or two. So once you take them out, just throw it, because each can comes with each one of these nozzles. So you can just take it off the gun, throw it away in your box, and put on a new one. So you got plenty of nozzles, plenty of gloves. And I probably won't even change my gloves, because just when you start doing this, you go fast. All right, now with that being said, the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and fill in all of our big cracks here. I did find a couple big other cracks. Once I started spraying all this, I'm going to go and do that first before I start putting plastic up. So let's go ahead and get that done. So this is basically going to be like our closet. It's got a couple chests of drawers. This is going to be where we can hang clothes, put some towels, shirts, underwear, wherever we need to. This is not attached just yet. So when I get done spraying the bus, I'm going to take it out and spray behind there and then put it back. But I'm going to go and cover this up for now. Alright, so I have my suit on. It doesn't protect your feet. So I do have some just junk tennis shoes I have that already got stains all over them. So I'm just going to wear those. Alright, so I'm ready to start spraying. I have my protective suit on. Only thing I have left is just to get some goggles on. But I'm going to go and see if I can tighten some of these loose wires real quick. They're just hanging, because I have to finish the electrical, because I was waiting on the installation here to get done. All right, now let's sit down and talk about these cans. So I do have one can here that I took out of the box. So what I've done here is I've already taken out all the nozzles, put them in a pile. All these protective gloves, put them in a pile so I can somewhat be organized. And I have my trash box right here in front of the camera. You can't see it. So this is how the can comes, in a box. Just pull it out. It has the gloves glued to the top, the nozzles glued to the top, and then it also has this little piece you pop off. Once you pop that off, you're ready to screw it on. And I'm going to go ahead and screw it on now. Alright, and the way you spray is upside down. So it does come with those two nozzle types like I told you. And I'm going to go ahead and use the sealing one. And I'll just go ahead and tear it off. I don't like these things dangling while I do it. I'm going to go ahead and put the nozzle on the tip. And it is kind of hard. Alright, I went ahead and put the nozzle on the tip. And now I'm ready to start spraying. So let me turn the camera around. Let's start up here where I haven't sprayed just yet. The more you pull down the trigger, the more it's going to come out, so it does allow you to titrate it up or down. just from me actually spraying up here, I am going to go over it a couple times, just spraying a thin coat first, and I'll come back and spray the second coat. So once you start, it goes pretty quick. All right. All right, one can down. All you do, and you can see I already got it all over the can and on me, a lot of spots. Just unscrew at the base. Now you do have to work fast because this is already starting to dry, and that's why you throw your tips away. I'm going to take an extra can down here with me. Pop off the top. Screw it on and go. Now, a word of advice, if you put it on too thick, it's going to peel right back off because it's too heavy to stick just yet. So the weight kind of brings it down and makes it fall down. I've had a few places like that. So light coats, you can always go back for another coat. I have one can left, but I'm going to use that for behind the actual closet area. Once again, 12 cans. Didn't do all of it. I'm not doing this section here just yet because there are lights on the outside. I want to pop those lights out and put some covers there so the lights aren't there anymore. Look at that. So I want to be able to prep this area on the outside and the inside before I spray insulation foam. So I will have to buy a few more cans, no big deal. But everything else, it sprayed pretty evenly, pretty good. There are a few areas I got to go and touch up, but I'll just use the actual cans of spray. I think you can actually get these guns here at Home Depot, Lowe's, your big box stores. The cans, I believe that they are universal, so they do sell those at Home Depot and Lowe's. So I'd probably go there and get a couple more cans. I'll probably have to pay a little bit more than I usually would have to at the big box stores, but you know, it's convenience, I guess. So let's go ahead and clean this gun real quick and I'll show you how we do it. All right, so this can kind of works just like the other one, just pop the top off. And I'm going to go ahead and spray the outside first. So it does have this little nozzle attached, just put that on top. Spray. And it literally just melts it right off. Take the nozzle off. These nozzles are hard to get off, man. Let me go get some pliers and pull that off real quick. Alright, I'm back. It's probably best to like maybe get some paper towels, but I don't really care. That way you can keep the gun at least looking kind of nice. But in the meantime, use my suit here, and it literally just wipes away all the gunk. And just by wiping it kind of clumps up as well. And then you can take this spray can and it just blows the rest of it off. Alright, now take that little nozzle off, screw it on top. Just spray. And this gun is basically clean. So pretty simple. And it's just coming out like that because I have a nozzle on it. Use that. I don't know if you're supposed to use this on your hands, but it cleans them pretty good. Get all the, because I didn't put gloves on, so. Alright guys, so this is Sprayman's foam for both insulating and sound. It works pretty good. It sprays on pretty good, pretty easy. It does go fast. You do go through some cans, so I'm sure there's a calculator somewhere that you could use to actually calculate how much you'll actually need, but it's kind of hard for me to calculate the walls on the curvature and all that, so I was like, whatever. Alright guys, so we are done. I'm not going to clean up just yet because I want to go in there and do a few touch-ups, but in reference to the Sprayman, it worked pretty good. I would recommend it. It's pretty simple, cost efficient. Some of those big canisters that you can buy online, those are very expensive, a couple $1,000s, and I didn't know how much I would need. So I would think a couple canisters would have done fine in the bus, but this works great. It actually went in the entire bus, 24 cans. I'd probably need about 30 cans to fully do the bus. But I would recommend the product. It's pretty simple, pretty easy to use, good cleanup. It does get everywhere, but as long as you prep, and prep is the most tedious part. So as long as you prep good, you'll be good. Because you saw it took me about 10 minutes to fully spray the bus from front to back. In reference to prep, I probably spent about 45 minutes to an hour prepping. So no big deal there, but thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow along for more.